This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Fortnite Victory Royal series, or Royale series, Lynx Red version. This figure was purchased at Ross for $7. I think that's a good purchase. We've got some product shots on the back, or I should say product renders on the back. We'll show the weaponry she comes with. This is a repaint of the standard Lynx. However, this is the only weapon. The pickaxe is pretty much the only weapon she comes with that the previous one did. Let's go ahead and open her up. We'll go from the bottom. I am not a big fan of this weird box design that Hasbro started doing with a lot of their figures. It just annoys me. We pull her out, and she is trapped in a cardboard prison. At least everything comes out relatively easy. They also put plastic straps on her to keep her strapped in place, which I'm not sure why they bothered with that if they were going to do the cardboard bit, but so be it. Being that this is a Fortnite figure with a boring background, we don't really care about saving the packaging. Now let's start with going over the articulation real quick. Alright, being a Fortnite figure, she's got arms can go up, although her shoulder pauldrons do kind of interfere, but it does look like they are somehow attached to her arm itself, so that's good. So we got the up, down, all around. We have a bicep swivel. We have a double jointed elbow. Her wrist spins. There is a little bit of an up and down hinge here, though it is kind of hard to find. We've got the upper torso joint under her boobs. We've got a double jointed neck here, so the bottom of it moves a little bit, as well as the top, which allows the head to spin around and rotate. There does not seem to be any kind of a hinge, though, in the upper part of the head, just in the bottom part of the neck. Her tail swirls around. That's about it. Oh, actually, no, never mind. It's got a ball joint on it, so it actually moves around quite a bit. We, of course, have the waist articulation here with the ball joint that allows her to move all over the place. Legs go up, down, forward, about 90, back about yay far before butt interferes. She does have a thigh cut, and the design of the boot, or boot, I guess that would be a boot, right? Is designed so that it spins around with it like that. So that's kind of cool. Actually kind of makes you think that it's not there. We've got the double jointed knee. We have a hinge at, her tail just popped off. We have a hinge at her ankle and a swivel. And of course, we do have two peg holes. Looks like, hopefully the tail goes back in easy enough. Ah, there we go. It looks like she's got some kind of a pixelation on her helmet here. I don't know if you can see it very well. They did kind of a gradient of color on a number of spots, giving her boot kind of an additional cut here of a bright, glossy reddish color. Her helmet's also brighter red than the rest of her suit is as well. I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's just the way it came out. I guess it's on purpose because it does kind of match the torso, this part up here a little bit better. Let's take a look at her equipment. She has been given 2 guns. G.I. Joe classified compatible, I'm sure. Of course, she's got the finger that's designed to go in trigger holes. And now she can blow away lots of people and potentially like injure herself because she's not actually got the weapons braced against her shoulder properly. Uh, they're not bad looking and they're colored for her. But let's be perfectly honest, the true weapon of choice is the pickaxe. We'll go ahead and we'll stick her on a stand real quick. I'm going to assume most people will probably display the figure using the pickaxe, to be honest, if you're displaying it. But it looks good. She can hold in both hands, and with the jointing, it doesn't look too awkward, aside from, her finger grip being a little bit too small to really hold it properly in some cases. You can also get her in a more, relaxed stance with it, maybe. Dang it. Holding it back there so that, she comes up to somebody she sees, she can quickly slide it down, grab it, and attack. Now, of course, this is a recolor of a previous figure where we have the black and gray Lynx, also with a pickaxe. Although she came with a backpack. She also came with a gun, but I don't know what I did with that one. She's also got kind of like that same gradient up on her head. One difference though, and won't be able. I don't know if this will show up very well. There is actually some glossy patterning on the side of her breast here. That's got kind of like a symbol. I'll try to get a picture of it to put up too. But that is actually missing from the red variation. Otherwise, I mean, the figures are pretty much the same, just with slightly different, well, not slightly, but different paint schemes. And I'm kind of wondering, like, if I can find a couple more, preferably, one of each for cheap, I'm kind of thinking about trying out the boil and pop method to remove joints and maybe combining them together in some way to make a single action figure that's both red and black. I think that could probably look cool if I don't screw it up. But overall, I do like this figure design. Sadly, like with most of these Hasbro's figures that they put out, the ball joints aren't exactly compatible with each other. Because what would have been great with the GI Joe ones would have been taking a bunch of the like Scarlet's head or even the Baroness or Lady J, putting them on the figures and having these be like special mission gear. That's what I was kind of hoping to be able to do. But I mean, if you do have a loose ball joint, can actually be fixed. I've seen one guy um, take some of that like wire wrapping that you heat up and it tightens up and increase the size of the ball joint. So I could potentially do that. You could also, if they're too big, shave them down. I don't have the figure with me right now, but I did do that actually with the pink bear variation. I shaved down her neck hole peg ball joint, and I actually put a spare Zorana head I got off of eBay on that one. So I got a variation on Zorana that way. Anyway, that'll conclude our look at the Fortnite Battle Royale Lynx Red. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Peace and love.